President Trump. The congressman is back in his home district tonight. He joins us live tonight by phone from his home in Tyler County. Congressman, thank you for taking the time out of your evening to join us. You are a medical professional, a dentist by profession. You told us, quote, the Lord was with our president, saying the bullet could have easily gone into his head. If you can, Congressman, talk to us as a medical professional about just how close a call this was when he was shot.
There's no question, Aaron, that it was a close call. Had we had just a difference in perhaps maybe as little as a millimeter or 2 millimeters, rather than an injury to the top of his ear, it could have been through his skull into the temporal side of his head where the brain is, and President Trump would be no longer with us. It would have been a full assassination rather than an attempt. So I can't tell you how close of a shave this really was. And, of course, as we know, there were other injuries there and even deaths of innocent people that were standing by. One of my colleagues' nephews was actually shot, who was sitting to the right of President Trump. Ronnie Jackson, a good friend of mine who represents the Panhandle District of Texas. And so it could have been a terrible, and it was a terrible day, but it could have been a lot worse. I think that the Secret Service, quite frankly, we saw some really brave Secret Service agents rush in to save the president, to shield him, but I think their preliminary screening, some of their Secret Service preliminary staking out the perimeter, I believe you would have to say there has to be some accountability there. If you have 150 yards from high rooftops that were not being covered, not having a Secret Service agent on top of them, we got problems there with the Secret Service. But I will say this, Aaron, Donald Trump was defiant. He is someone, even in spite of being an attempted assassination, he defied that. And I tell you what, it just shows that he's a man who sincerely loves America and the American people. His MAGA movement, I think, is real. He's put himself in great personal and financial jeopardy. He doesn't even take a salary. He has given up really millions of dollars to serve, and here we know he even almost lost his life.
And Congressman, we were watching the video as the incident unfolded today. You've told us that Donald Trump and the Republican Party will be stronger because of this. The American people will be just as defiant as Trump, you say, when he raised his fist right after the shooting, as we are looking at now. Talk with us about that, how you're feeling about what's going to be the outcome of this unfortunate event today.
Absolutely, Aaron. I can just tell you, as I said, he was wounded, but he was defiant. And I think the signal message that he gave us was to keep fighting. Don't be. He has endured more persecution and the prosecution, the witch hunts, everything they've thrown at this man for the last 7.5 years. And even shot and getting up off the ground, he raised his fist, and he is going to go forward. And I can tell you right now, he will continue fighting for us and for America to save our great nation from, quite frankly, the atheist, communist, Marxist, Democrat Party. That there's no resemblance at all to the old Democrat Party that we all knew in the past. This is something new. These are people that don't believe in the Constitution, don't believe in our Judeo-Christian foundations. They don't believe in liberties and freedoms and our Bill of Rights. And I'm going to tell you, I think that this man will continue fighting for us, and we've got to fight for him at the ballot box. This is what's going to happen. I believe this is going to ensure his win, and we've got to make sure that we have an election of integrity and one that we trust.
Congressman, we have about 25 seconds left. We don't know the background yet of the gunman. I'm sure the authorities are going through his social media. You say the political rhetoric here in the U.S. has reached a fever pitch. You believe that may have created to this atmosphere. You were just talking about the old days of working across the aisle and how things have changed. What do you sense is going to happen between now and November? Because you can go on social media and it is frankly nasty on there.
There is no question that it is really, really nasty, Aaron. And I'll tell you how nasty it is. The former chairman, the Democrat chairman, Benny Thompson from Mississippi, who was the chairman of the January 6th committee that was in a witch hunt to try to pin the riots on January the 6th on Donald Trump, would falsely pin on him, because we know you can listen to his speech. He wasn't encouraging anyone to have to do anything violent. And this Representative Thompson and several other Democrats, it's been several weeks ago, have introduced a bill to remove Secret Service protection from anyone who is a convicted felon, even if he is a former president. So they want to take away President Trump's Secret Service protection.
And we saw today, Congressman, sorry to cut you off, but we have our next interview lined up. We saw today how heroic the Secret Service was.
That's right.
Representative Brian Babin joining us live from your home in Tyler County tonight. Congressman, thank you very much.